minutes remaining.
Anyone else want some?
Can you hear me now? I think I was talking in OBS. Did that nice thing where it randomly changes the... Could you hear me the whole time, or can you just hear me now? Because OBS randomly changed my output for my mic. Oh, yeah, so I was talking to myself there the whole time, that's good. But yeah, Arcus, it's basically 3 minutes at a 1.2 second spawn delay, and then after 3 minutes it goes into, basically I think it's a standard overtime, with the spawn delay increases in increments from there. And every map is played, which is 11 maps. So, there you go, Rasta. It's interesting, like, I played my first pug of this today, and we played 6 maps relatively quickly. I think it was about, I don't know. Maybe about the length of a standard pug. But, like, in Invite, if teams are playing really defensively and you're getting long overtimes, it could actually end up being ridiculously long match. They got a name, it's Limbo. The other team does not. tOxX, Damien, PuTZe, Stong, and tOxX. Does that mean tOxX is having to defend again in this one? It kind of looks like it. Unless they put Damien on D, perhaps. Not sure. I guess it's going to be tOxX defending with PuTZe. And safe to assume it'll be Evo and Tobe on D. Just waiting on one more, which I'm assuming will be Riven. Wait, what? One map forfeit for every 1 minute delay. What are we talking about? I suppose that's Riven there. Yeah, it's one a little late getting started as PuTZe and Evo were both in a pug, which just ended 10 minutes past their match time. So pretty much this is first cap wins in all scenarios. Someone caps in the first 3 minutes before overtime kicks in, the other team's gonna mass D anyway. So I would expect, in majority of cases, every map to end in 1-0. Might get a rare occasion where one team manages to tie it, and it'll be a 2-1 in overtime type thing, but I think majority will be 1-0. What's up, Fish? Just waiting on Riven to click in and we'll be underway. And he has. Let's just see what Deuce is going to be doing. It looks, based on the lineup, like he's going to have to defend again, which is unfortunate. He's attacking. So who is defending with Dizzy? It looks like it's tOxX, actually. The tOxX defense is back after a successful run with the 5. Well, this is good. At least tOxX is able to attack then, so. And I'm assuming it's Evo and Tobe on D on the limbo side. Looks to be. Just check in with PuTZe, make sure he's attacking. He is. So PuTZe, Riven, and Onador are going to be on attack for limbo, waiting for our first grab of the game. It's going to come right now by PuTZe. He did have that. In fact, he's got both members here with him. He's going to drop down to low mid. I don't know if he's... Now he's been seen by Staub, but he did pick up a little boost right there into his base on the left side. He is PuTZe already, and he's trying to make it in. Was killed by Damien, picked up by Riven. tOxX has a clutch counter grab right here. Where is he? He's down by the lift. They just passed each other. tOxX tried to go back up the lift and was killed. Riven waiting to cap. Someone just has to return it. Riven's going for it himself and is likely going to cap it. Maybe not. Song was there. tOxX did get the return. Big fucking return. And tOxX is out high mid with this. That's going to be returned now and the game continues. That has to be frustrating. Riven was waiting on the flag stand to cap. He just needed someone to return the flag that was sitting on their left side. He got impatient and went for the return himself. Perhaps he shouldn't have, as someone was there on his team that was close to returning it. And two guys from the blue side came in from high and able to return that. So we're watching Stong sneak into the base here from the backside. One seen now. And taken down by Evo. As PuTZe's attacking in through the right side once more. Does have one more with him. He did go down. He's going to pick up a quick grab, but he's going to drop there. So less than a minute left in the regulation 3-minute timer. Nice run so far here by Riven. Did get body blocked to it, but he has two cover up here. Could this be it here? Nice shot there. And two coming from the side there. And tOxX. Big return as two members of blue came up through that tunnel. Always got to watch that on the seal. And another close play saved by blue is tOxX trying to make it out on the right side. Here he comes now. One to tangle with here. He's trying to make it across the bridge and he's switch it up to the left side. tOxX into his base left. He was killed by Evo. Picked up by Staub though. And it's going to be dropped there just beside their lift. tOxX with a clutch pickup and three members of red coming in. Is that going to be returned? It is. By Riven. And some close chances by both teams to win the first map here, and you hear the countdown going down here, and the quick overtime is about to begin now. Now, I'm not 100% sure if the spawn delay increments are at the same timers as the standard overtime we've been using, or if it's changed. I actually don't recall. If anyone knows, let me know in the chat. Perhaps could be quicker timers, I'm actually not sure. Every 1 minute, 1 second is added. Okay, that sounds pretty decent. Riven did die up high. Stong, he's going to stall it right here. And Limbo seems to be totally unaware of his position, but he dropped it right into Evo. Unlucky time to leave right there. Onodor, he's going to try to stall it himself here. The 11 frag, 31 efficiency, 23 ac Onodor, who was drafted over me, by the way, just pointing that out. Anyway, Onodor going to go down there, and not going to make it very far there, and that was his first grab of the game. Stong now trying to leave out right side. Also going to drop. PuTZe trying to make it up high here. He's got one to get past there, and he did kill tOxX, 2 waiting high. He tried to stall it, but there was 3 up there. You can see the spawn delay already is pretty considerable, considering overall we're only just over 4 minutes into the game itself, and yeah, that's a pretty long spawn delay, so you can see how the system should make for some quicker maps. But my point from before it started, in these invite cups, if teams play defensively and we get some longer overtimes, these matches could take a long time, as I think they're playing all 11 maps, so if we're getting 10+ minute overtimes on maps, it could be quite the long match there. Riven now, this is showing his first grab of the game, but he's definitely had other runs of this. He's made it on the right side, and going to be killed by PuTZe near their low right. There was no one there to pick up that one. We're into just over 2 minutes overtime now, and look at that spawn delay, pretty long here. Yeah, indeed, promises. I think in the Open Cup, it'll be okay, but if teams are playing this in the invite, like total cup-style mass fallback type thing, you could end up with some long overtimes, which would make the match very long. Riven, he's trying to leave out high here, and he has made it up here. Nice kill on PuTZe. Big double kill on tOxX, and he's made it high mid. Can he make it across this time? He's going to drop into his space on the left side. Unaware is whoever that guy was. Did he fall into the slime? I think he did. Stong, I think it was. But the flag was returned again by Damien. So another close try there by Riven. Into about 6 minutes here now total as tOxX made it out high. That's a beauty double kill. And how he comes, he's got a ton of cover up here is tOxX. And perhaps going to cap this one. Does pick up a little boost. He's trying to dodge it down to the flag, and it will be scored. And that's going to be a bit frustrating there for Limbo, as they had more of the chances, but were unable to seal the base. And tOxX with a nice run there at the end. And Onodor, 19 frags, 3 grabs, 30 efficiency in 10 minutes. I feel like I would have done a lot better than that. What a pick, taking Onodor over me. I'm gonna just keep on it every time I cast. Questionable fucking pick. The disrespect. It's unfucking believable. Drafting Onodor over me. Onodor is trash. Straight up, the guy. If he's not warping everywhere, he's not doing anything. Okay, there. I said my piece. I'll be done with it now. It looks like we're just gonna go in alphabetical order in terms of the maps, which would put Anfer next in line here. Never biased. Never biased. Looks like Shox is in here now. Who stepped out for him? Who is gone? Damien, I guess. Yeah, PuTZe. That's when I was playing full fucking grab style, dude. I had the most grabs in the server. hence not going for frags. I play whatever role is requested. On the map previous, when he wanted me to frag mid, I had top frags and 45 AC. And I think around 60 efficiency, so yes. If I'm playing a full grabbing style, of course, I'm not gonna have high efficiency. Onidor's out for shocks. It's probably a good move, as Onidor did not look good in the first map. Oh, Damien's back in, so... Okay, Tox is left. I'm assuming that's him who's reconnected as player 9. So it appears to be the same lineup for tOxX team. And hopefully there won't be long delays in between maps, so this is really going to take a while. I would say of all the maps on the map list, this one is probably the most likely to get the longest games, Anfra. This and probably Sprinta, I would say, are the two that are gonna bring some longer games for sure. Countdown's underway. I gotta start this.
3 minutes remaining.
So one change for Limbo. Shox is in for Onidor. And same lineup for the tOxX squad. And looks like it's going to be same position as well. tOxX attacking again. So that's nice to see him attacking in this cup. He's been defending mostly in the regular Invite Cup. Here's Storm with the first grab of the game, and he is going to go towards tOxX. He just picked up a cover on him. He's made it left mid now. He's going to be cut off by Shox. Where is Riven? He's trying to make it a high mid, but he's got two chasing him, and one spawn behind him. That dreadful spawn there. Taking him down. Oh, Tox actually with a grab here. So who is on defense for blue this time? I'm assuming it's Damien then. Defending with Dizzy, who's on the left side here. Let's just quickly confirm. Where is he? Here is Damien now, and yes, he is in fact the second defender, so a bit of a lineup switch there. Damien swapping with Tox on defense here, and decent start, numbers-wise in the first minute here. Sitting over 70 efficiency to start this one. Tobe is going to be on left side D for Limbo, and Evo is on the right side. So it's quite the interesting format. It's not as pressure feeling, is it, if you lose the first map, because, well, there's still 10 maps to go. So there's definitely room to come back in these matches, even if you lose the first couple. Comes Tox, his second grab of the game, trying to make it out low here, and this map's so difficult getting the flag out mid, and one of the more defensive favored maps, which is why I think this is going to be most likely the map that brings the longest games out of the 11 maps will be Anfra, but Riven, he's trying to make it out on the left side here, was shot by Dizzy just before he could turn the corner. Check in with, well, watch tOxX again. Looking for his first grab of the game still. Top frags he is at the moment. Riven, that's already the third grab for him, doing a pretty good job here. And he's perhaps going to get number 4 right now. He does have one with him. I believe Shox was in here with him. He was up there. Is he going to pick that up? I guess not. He must have died. And there's the countdown. Regulation time over at 3 minutes, and off of overtime we will go, and spawn delay is going to begin increasing here and hopefully open things up a little bit. As like I said before, it's safe to assume that every map is going to end 1-0 unless something crazy happens, and we know this one is going to end 1-0, so who's going to have it? Team Tox currently winning the match 1-0 after taking Acrony down in overtime, which likely was a disappointing loss, I gotta say, for Limbo, as Limbo definitely had more of the flags inside their base. They had more chances to win that than Blue did, but failed opportunities led to a nice run by tOxX, and that's how that one ended. tOxX is here now, trying to leave it on the right side. Nice run so far right here. Still unseen, but was seen by Shox, but he's made it right mid. Here comes tOxX. He's going to switch it up to his high, perhaps. No, he's got to cover right here, and he comes now. He perhaps might end the game right here. Is tOxX, and he's going to. And that's a nice run by tOxX. That little bit of a stall right there allowed the timing to be messed up, and the comms, sure, I think were in shambles until Shox saw him, but by that point, it was too late, and 2-0 now is tOxX's team over PuTZe's. And both winning caps made by tOxX so far, and that's why we love to see him on attack. That is where he's most impactful. He's been defending most of the Invite Cup, which has been a bit disappointing to see, as his impact is always going to be greatest on attack, and he's showing that right here. And Command going to be the next map on the docket. Did I start this thing? I did. So down 0-2, but still 9 maps left to go, so still time for Limbo to try to get themselves back into it. They're not going to want to fall too far behind, though. Cubit is in the game, by the way. I'm not sure if there's any rules on having to use your 6th player in a certain amount of maps, or what the deal is with that, or if it's just optional. I'm not sure. One way or another, Cubit is in for Damien, it looks like, here on Command. And countdown is on, and we're going to be underway. $22 maps per player total. Okay, that's what the rule is. So you do have to use your 6th player in some of these. So 22 maps over 6 matches, right? I think is the total. PuTZe first grabbed the game, and he's made it left mid right here. He's got a lot of cover. Perhaps might pick up an early cap here, and they need this. And looks like, oh, nice shot on the Stong, and a big double right there by PuTZe. Will put Limbo up 1-0 early on here, so there is still time. It is Command. This might be one of those scenarios where it doesn't end 1-0. But that is the start Limbo needed right here. I guess switching his tag to all caps was the key. So I wonder if they're attacking with 4 already. See tOxX trying to hold the right side spawns here as tOxX was entering. Here's Onidor with a grab. Perhaps going to stall. Does not. Let's just quickly see. We know tOxX attacking. Where's the rest of these people? It's like Stong waiting inside the base here. Appears to be on left side D. Let's see what Dizzy's doing. Looks like they're still defending with 2. Surely not. Only a minute 20 left. Dizzy's definitely still on defense. I'm surprised they're not all attacking at this point. Only a minute left. PuTZe trying to make it on right side. Does pick up a kill on a tOxX there. He was unaware. And 2-0 will spell the end of Command, surely. He's got one on him, though. Cubit with a big return. And Stong trying to answer now with just a minute left. Red probably going to play a lot more defensive here. And I imagine the Mass D is going to take effect in the final 50 seconds right here. So this will be the first map of the 3 that is not going to go to overtime by the looks of it. Unless Blue can come up with a miracle cap in the last 38 seconds. And it's going to be difficult. That is for sure. See if tOxX can work some magic again here. Attacking with Dizzy, just went down on the left side. Then gets spawned on by Onidor, so only 15 seconds left. Someone's got to grab to force advantage time if there's going to be any hope here. tOxX is holding spawn. You feel like he needs to get in here and grab, and that is not going to happen. Limbo going to win their first map of the match right here in regulation. So the score is now 2-1 overall in favor of Team tOxX. And where are we going next? Dooku, of course. First to 3 caps in Invite Cup. That does not sound. That does not sound good. It would take probably 2 hours per map. My UT crashed, by the way. We're gonna head back in. So, lineup changes. What are they going to be? Cupid is currently not in the server. He played his first one there on command. Shox is back in. Looks like him and Onador are going to swap out each map. Damien's back in, most likely for Cubit. And I'm assuming Tox is going to hop back in here. Although maybe not. He does not like Dooku, I don't believe. So perhaps Cupid's going to come back. We'll see what they're going to do. Yeah, exactly, Tom Fish. That's kind of my point. If teams play this super defensively like in the Standard Cup, these matches would literally take forever. With 11 maps to play. Thankfully, I mean, so far in this, it hasn't looked too bad for that. We've had 2 of the 3 maps go to overtime, but neither overtime lasted too long. Thanks to the spawn delays coming in pretty quick there. Cupid is back in, by the way, for Talk, so Cupid gonna play his second map in a row here. I wonder what they do here. Perhaps they're gonna put Cupid on D with Dizzy. Limbo, it's just always gonna be Evo and Tobe on D, I would assume. Countdown's on, by the way. Started out with Dusik. So he is attacking. I'm assuming it's well, it'll be either Cupid or Damien on defense with Dizzy. And nice initial run here by Dusik, and a nice ultra. He's made it out right mid already. Has Dusik. It's going to be dropped right there. Can they pick up this one? Not quite. And a nice early try by Dusik right there. Let's have it just a quick check. We just saw Stong is attacking. Let's just see what Cupid is doing. So he's attacking. So it will be Damien and Dizzy on D. Once more here, they defended together on Anfra, which worked out in a win. And Damien just disconnected from that one. He's back. 11 does seem like a lot, but hold that thought for a second as Dusik made it left mid, was picked up by Q, but it's going to be shot once more. And that one was returned. You have to remember that this is a brand new thing. And there's no way of knowing what the best way to do it is yet until you actually test it in some matches, right? Is Cuba trying to make it out left mid right here. And that was actually picked up by Dusik. And he's made it into his base on the left side. Where's the other flag? PuTZe, he's going to meet this one! And that was saved by PuTZe, who's now right mid. And that's a massively clutch play by PuTZe. That flag is still laying outside their right. That's going to be returned, though. But perhaps, like, if you wanted to shorten it up a bit, you could do something where, like, each team bans out 3 maps or something. And then whatever all the remaining maps are that are left in the pool, those ones are played. Do something like that if it is looking like the matches are going too long. So big play by PuTZe there, as it looked like Blue was going to take the lead. As tOxX, he's going to try to bounce it high mid, and he has. He's going to drop down to the left side. Was killed there. It's laying left mid. The blue flag is. I was picked up by tOxX. You see tOxX trying to cover him here, and big return by Stong right there. So a lot of flags getting mid to start out here. And I will say, I think in a very general sense, the format works in terms of we're not seeing the super defensive play that we would normally see in a standard match. It's looked more like a standard 3-attack 2D here instead of the mass defense that we're seeing in regular games. So that's a good thing. And we're into overtime now on Dooku. So Limbo trying to tie the overall score, as Team tOxX currently still up 2-1 after winning the first 2 maps, Akrony and Amphora. They then lost command to Limbo, and on Duke we are now is a nice entry by tOxX right here. He's going to pick up a grab. It's number 3 for him. Going to switch it back up to main. No one can hit him at the moment. Finally, PuTZe does on the fallback there. Was one boosted in high. He didn't make it. Was Riven. I think there was one in high there. Perhaps a grab coming for right here. And here it is, PuTZe. And he did get spawned on by Damien. That's unlucky for him. Dewey gifting 5 subs. Wreck fucking wall, Dewey. I appreciate that a lot, man. Looks like Prom, K1, Arcus, Chaos, and Steel were the recipients of those, so thanks so much, dude. I appreciate that, man. Thanks for supporting the stream. Means a lot for sure. Always appreciate support on these casts. Thank you so much as we continue on Dooku overtime. Arcus has got the OG sub badge now. As tOxX made it high mid, he's going to drop it down to the left. Unhit here, 2-3 behind him though. That's probably going to be returned, and it is by PuTZe. And look at how long the spawn delay is now, by the way. Oh my. See, that's the good thing. It's only 2 minutes into overtime, 5 minutes total into the map, and look at how long this spawn delay is. That is quite long. So it should really open things up here. Comes tOxX with the grab, trying to leave out right side. Does pick up a Colony Cupid. Thought about switch it, but does not. And eventually tOxX does get him. tOxX is the grab leader, by the way, with 6. Oh man, I got the hiccups. Toby going to be taken up by tOxX, who has the flag turn on the right side. PuTZe, nice shot as he dropped down from the high spawn there. And this spawn delay continues to grow. It's pretty considerable right here. I believe this has been the longest game so far. Is Cubit trying to leave out left? Oh, was seen last second there before he could turn around, but returned by Evo. tOxX monster kill grab there, but gonna die in the stand. So yeah, this is gonna be the longest of the match so far on map number 4 right here. And here comes grab number 7 for tOxX. Trying to leave it on the right side. Big kill right there. He's going to make it out right mid, perhaps. Has to cover right now. This looks promising for Blue. Does put a kill on its home. It's going to be dropped outside the right. tOxX picks it up. And this likely is going to be the end of Dooku right here. And it is. And tOxX team taking a 3-1 lead in the match. And just another dominating performance by tOxX. Off to Grudge now. This could be interesting here. You feel like Limbo has to win. Definitely not going to want to go down 4-1. That's not going to feel too good. And tOxX back in. Who is going to exit? Cupid's still in there currently.
3 minutes remaining.
Yeah, I don't think Grudge will take too long. I think we're likely to get a cap before regulation, 3-minute regulation ends here. Yes, indeed, Misa, indeed. I think that'll be the hardest thing in these clutch matches is to remember to demo every time. So Cupid's still in. So who is out there? Oh, old man memory. I don't know.